Good morning. About half an hour ago, I sat down to write in my journal, and I just begin usually with a sentence and it just expands from there. And I'm going to share with you what I wrote this morning. Life is constant. It's the emotional status that makes the highs and lows, and the precursor of this is thoughts. Thoughts determine your emotional responses unless you are conscious of them. Being conscious of your thoughts means you can then recognize how ego plays with you. Ego is part of the human psyche, but it's not part of our essence. Therefore, it's similar to thinking there are two parts of yourself within your body. Body being the vehicle, essence your soul that lives also without a vehicle. While we live within our body, we have ego to understand and to live with. It's said people go through an ego death. From what I understand of this, it's part of the awakening. During this time, we are forced to reflect on ourselves and our life. I remember my initial stages where I realized I was not the nice person that I truly thought I was. It was quite shocking to me. My faults were so obvious. Prior to this, I lived life in an oblivious bubble of how I truly was. My thoughts were uncontrollable most of the time. Almost everything I said was a reaction rather than a response, driven by my ego. I was lonely and unhappy, but thankfully my awakening led me to my consciousness. I often refer to an awakening that it's like living our lives with a blindfold on and not even knowing we wear it. Then one day we realize it's gone and we can see everything with a greater sense of understanding. This is such a beautiful feeling, and it's all about presence in the moment. When we are present, we are our essence. We are flowing with love, and we can feel that connection with everything around us. It's the most incredibly beautiful, invigorating yet peaceful feeling fueled with love. It's the reason of life. Love is the answer. It's as simple as that. In that state of mind, nothing else matters because there's no fear in this energy. There is only the present, which is love. Fear is from the ego, and ego steps in when we're not present. Ego is very subtle. It's hiding in the shadows. Anytime we become unhappy from our thoughts, we can thank ourselves for letting our ego take control. It really is that simple. Understanding that ego wants to drive our vehicle. But when we choose to live mindfully or consciously, take back control of our thoughts, we can live a much more content, peaceful, accepting existence. It's not always simple to achieve. It is work. But it's work where the outcome is an improved version of you, which also benefits everyone around you. Anyway, I love this topic and could talk for hours. I hope this content stirs your thoughts as it does mine. Let me leave you with this one final thought. Are we really here just to exist and work? Or are we here to work on ourselves and follow our desires? It's not work when you love what you do. Have a wonderful day. Love is the answer.